title of this video, Deji had one job. I know this video was coming 5 years late, bruh, but someone has to make it. So back in the first YouTube boxing event, we had KSI and Logan Paul, and the beat between like the Olatunjis and the Pauls. And KSI was supposed to fight Logan Paul, and Deji was supposed to fight Jake Paul. And around this time, Fortnite was very popular, and we seen KSI like putting in his work, training like crazy, putting in his work, like try hard and sweating to to beat Logan Paul because he knew he wasn't gonna be a slouch. And he kept trying to convince Deji to train over and over and over again, and that man was just not with the training. Like he would just go to like play Fortnite. Like around this time, he would like play Fortnite on stream and do all these other stuff. And then when it came down to it, we saw the match. Yeah, he made Jake Paul bleed, but he ended up losing, unfortunately. And if Deji would have won this match, all of the things that are happening now wouldn't be happening. Like, Jake Paul wouldn't be fighting Mike Tyson. If Deji would have beat Jake Paul, he would have just been ignored by anybody else who was on a higher tier than himself. Like, it would have been like a food chain effect. Like, he could have just prevented it. It was like a whole butterfly, like, branching tree of things that happened. Because Jake Paul beat Deji. And then after he beat Deji, he beat Nate Robinson. And then he beat Ben Askren. And then he beat Tyrone Woodley. Like, yeah, he could have prevented this entire thing if he would have just committed himself to it. It was crazy. They had that man Deji eating McDonald's and all these other things, and he tried to blame it on his trainer. Like, I'm sure the people around you have some type of influence as well over what you train, but at the end of the day, he was a grown man with a job, a grown man with a job who can afford his own food and pick what he puts in his body. He tried to play them. He said that all his trainers were like drinking or whatever, and that they were like trying to pressure him. Like, bro, you could say no. Like, you don't have to do what they tell you, bro. They're your boxing trainers, not your life trainers. But what we really found out from like that original like YouTube boxing thing too, as well, is like who really has what it takes. Like, who's willing to commit themselves to accomplishing their goals. With KSI training like crazy, being the smaller guy and still beating Logan Paul, and then running it back again and beating Logan Paul again.